Hello students, the question is a radioactive nucleus is X undergoes spontaneous decay in the sequence of X is convert B, B is convert C and C is convert in D, where Z, if I am talking about Z, so here Z is a atomic number of element X. Now the possible particles in the sequence are, and student, this question comes from NEET 2021. Now students, if I am talking about the equation we have given, so we have given that XZA, it is convert in B and the atomic number is decreased by 1, and B is convert in C and here again atomic number is decreased by 2, and here C is convert in D and atomic number is we can see atomic number is added by 1. So here students, we can say there is a 1 electron is decreased, here 2 electrons is decreased and here 1 electron is added. If I am talking about alpha particle, so we know that in alpha particle, if alpha particle will be decay, so here helium will be emitted. That means in atomic number 2 atomic number will be decreased and 4 atomic mass is decreased. If I am talking about beta negative, so we know that in case of beta negative 1 electrons are decreased, that means 1 atomic number is decreased. And if I am talking about beta positive, so we can say 1 electron will be added, that means here 1 atomic mass will be, atomic number is added. If I am talking about X2b, so here students 1 atomic number is decreased, that means this is beta negative decay. If I am talking about B2C, so here we can say this is Z minus 1 and this is Z minus 2, that means atomic number, in atomic number 2 will be decreased, that means alpha particle will be, alpha decay is happen here. And if I am talking about C2D, so here students we can say 1 electron is added, that means here beta positive will be decay. So this is the sequence which is beta negative, alpha and beta positive. So the answer is option number 3, which is beta negative, alpha and beta positive. Thank you. Hello students, the question is asking a thick current carrying cable of radius capital R carries current I uniformly distributed across its cross section. Now the variation of magnetic field. First student, the variation of magnetic field due to the cable with the distance R from the axis of cable is respective represented by, and student, this question comes from NEET 2021. So basically students, here we have draw the graph between magnetic field and distance R for a cylindrical cable. If I am talking about the diagram, so here we can say there is a cable, this is our cable, and current will be flowing across a cross section like that, and this is our axis, this is our axis, this is the direction of current. Now students, if I am talking about magnetic field inside, what students, this is the point P which is inside the wire, so we can say magnetic field inside the wire is mu naught IR upon 2 pi R square. That means inside the magnetic field is directly proportional to distance which is R. Now if I am talking about outside, so let there is a point of Q which is outside, so here we can say magnetic field outside due to the cylindrical wire is mu naught I upon 2 pi small r. That means B out is inversely proportional to R. So this is the relation between B and R. That means inside it is directly proportional to R and outside it's inversely proportional to R. So here students we can say if this is R, R is equals to R, this is R is equals to R, so inside, this is inside and this one is outside, so inside is B is directly proportional to R, that means it is straight line and after that is it parabolic, or we can say it is a curve. So the answer is option number 2, which is this graph. Thank you. Hello students, the next question is a particle is released from height capital S from the surface of earth. At a certain height its kinetic energy is 3 times its potential energy. Now the height from the surface of the earth and the speed of the particle at that instant are respectively. Basically we have find the height and height from the surface of earth and speed at that time. Now this question comes from NEET 2021. Students, if I am talking about the situation, so we can say this is our earth, and initially particle is at height of s, and after some time it is moving some distance, and at a distance of x from the surface it has the position will be point P, and we have find the value of x, and here there is the speed of particle v, which is v. So we have find the value of v and x. Now students, if I am talking about mechanical energy conservation, so we can say by energy conservation, initial potential energy plus initial kinetic energy is equals to initial final potential energy plus final kinetic energy between we can say this is P and this is Q, between Q and P point. Now initial potential energy is mg multiply s, so this one is mgs. If we have taken, this is our reference line, we can say this is our reference line, plus kinetic energy, so initial kinetic energy should be 0. Final potential energy, so this is our final potential, so we can say this is mg multiply x plus final kinetic energy, which is half mv square. So this is our equation 1. Now students, here two are variables, which is x and v. We have find the value of x and v. If I am talking about from the question, we have given that at P point kinetic energy is 3 times of potential energy. So I am saying that potential energy is equals to 3 times of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is 3 times of potential energy. Sorry, this one is kinetic energy is 3 times of potential energy. So here kinetic energy is equals to 3 times of potential energy. Now students, at P point, if I am talking about kinetic energy, so this one is half mv square is equals to 3 multiplied by potential energy is mgx, so this one is mgx. So this is equation 2. Now students, we have equation 1 and 2. If we solve the equation 1 and 2 and we have find the value of, if we solve equation 1 and 2 and find the value of x and v, so here by 1 and 2 equation, by 1 and 2 we have clearly see that the value of x is comes, this is s by 4, and the value of v, which is speed, is comes under root of 3 by 2 gs. So this is the value of x and v, which is s by 4 is and v is equals to under root 3 by 2 gs. That means the answer which is correct is option number 3, which is s by 4 and under root of 3 gs by 2. Thank you. Hello students, the question is asking the half-life of radioactive nuclide is 100 hours. Now the fraction of original activity that will remains after 150 hours would be. And student, this question comes from NEET 2021. So basically we have find the fraction of original activity. So students, if I am talking about fraction, so we can say n upon n naught, which is fraction of activity, is e to the power minus lambda multiplied by t, and lambda is the wavelength. If I am talking about wavelength, so we know that lambda is equals to ln2 upon t half, and t half is given as 100. That means this is ln2 by 100. Now we have put all the values here and find the value of n upon n naught. So here students, we can say this is n upon n naught e to the power minus lambda is what? This is ln2 upon 100, and time is 150 hours. So this is 150. Now we have solved that. So we can say this is n upon n naught. This is 3 by 2. this is 3 by 2. So we solve this, so we can say this is minus of 1, this is minus of ln2 we have given. So this one is comes 1 by 2 the power of 3 by 2. When we have solved that, so this is n by n naught is equals to come 1 by 2 root 2. What? 1 by 2 root 2. That means the fraction of original activities comes 1 by 2 root 2. That means answer is option number 1. Thank you. Hello students, the question is asking a cup of coffee cools from 90 degree centigrade to 80 degree centigrade in T minutes when the room temperature is 20 degree centigrade. Now the time taken by a similar cup of coffee to cools from 80 to 60 degree centigrade at a room temperature same as 20 degree centigrade is. And student, this question comes from NEET 2021. Now students, if I am talking about Newton's law of cooling, so we know that the formula of Newton's law of cooling is delta theta upon time t is equals to k theta 1 plus theta 2 upon 2 minus of theta naught. Here delta theta is the temperature difference, theta 1 theta is the temperature, and theta naught is the room temperature, which is 20 degree centigrade. So now we have put, so we can say change in temperature difference is 90 minus 80 upon time. We have given that this is t is equals to k, and this one is 90 plus 80 divided by 2 minus of 20. So we have solved that, and first of all we have find the value of k. So here this one is 10 by t and it is k, this is 170, that means this is 170 by 2 and 85. What students? This is 85 minus of 20. So I am saying that the value of k is 10 upon, this one is 5 and 65. So this one is 65 multiplied by t. So this is the value of k. Now students, what we have find? The time taken by a similar cup of coffee from 80 degree centigrade to 60 degree centigrade. So now again we have put the values in this equation, which is equation number 2. So delta theta is here 80 minus 60 divided by time we have find, which is t dash, is equals to theta 1 k. The value of k we have calculated, this is 10 upon 65 multiplied by t. So this one is 10 upon 65 t, and theta 1 plus theta 2 is 80 plus 60 divided by 2 minus of 20. So this is our equation. Now what we have find? The value of t dash. So we have solved that, and after solving that, the value of t dash is comes, this is 13 by 5t. 13 by 5t. That means the new time is 13 by 5t. So the answer, if I am talking about the answer, so here students we can say the option which is correct is option number 1. What? Option number 1, which is 13 by 5t. Thank you.